introduce yourself and tell them what we are going to. Okay.
Okay, hello everyone. Welcome and thank you for joining us. My name is Anaili Vaquero. I'm the program officer at Multipod Mentoring. I'm from Colombia and I live in Colombia right now. And I have two little announcements. The first one is that we are going to record. We are already recording. And the second one is that we'll try to take a picture in the middle of the webinar. So it will be very helpful if you can turn on your cameras. And thank you very much.
Okay, so that we can see you. Okay, thank you. Okay, well, again, everybody and the new people who are joining us, welcome. And as you know, this is going to be an introductory webinar. We call it forum because we would like to have your ideas and your questions. And these are the objectives of our meeting, basically to share with you information about the program, and then have a session to answer questions, clarify some doubts that you may have, and respond to your concern needs regarding multi-pod mentoring. And what we expect is that at the end of our meeting, you will have a clear understanding of multi-pod, and also that you can start the process of networking and net weaving among participants. Networking is what everybody does, and net weaving is when you have an opportunity, somebody helping you connect. And the agenda is as follows. First, you're welcome, an introduction, and then I would like to give you a summary of who our mentees, a summary of all our mentees, not individually, and then some highlights on the mentorship. We will then open the room or the space for questions, answers, comments, and responses, and then we will reach some of the conclusions of our meeting. Now, usually when we are few people, everybody introduce themselves, which is a good idea. But now, since we have 6 or more people, I would like to wait until the real forum. And what I ask you is to introduce yourself. My name is, I was born in such and such country, and I live in such and such country. And then identify yourself. I am a student, or I am a biologist, or I'm a physician, etc. And then you make your question or comment. And we welcome as many questions as you may have. First, a reminder of what the program is about. The program is about you, our mentees, your professional development, your personal growth, and your technical ability. You will have 10 sessions or more if you need more to delve into each or only a few of these 3 areas, depending on what you need. On the medium and long term, we are today starting a network, what we will call a collective intelligence network, because you are going to be part of the global workforce. Even if you are working in a community or in your country, we are all part of the globe, of the world. And thus far, these are the countries in which our mentors and mentees were born or are living now. And we have now 122 countries. We started with only 3, and then we are reaching more and more places in the world. And we have found out great talent everywhere, in all countries. Now, one of the questions that we ask in the application form is, how did you hear about our program? And as you can see, more than 50%, More than 50% of our mentees this year have been referred by someone who knows multipod or are former and continuing mentees. This year, we accepted, I think we have around 37, 38 now. We usually accept about 75% of applicants, and we accept the best. You are among the best. And I want you to know that. I want you to know that. Even if you don't believe it, I'm not so good, I need this, I need that. No, you're among the best. Because we are very careful and we ask you questions, and we are not interested as much, although we are interested in your academic or your professional background. We're interested in you as a person, as a well-rounded human being, as somebody who is profoundly human. And that is reflected in some of the basic questions that we ask you. Okay, well, as you can see, we don't advertise in any of the social media except LinkedIn. And this year we advertised more than usual. I think we put 3 or 4 ads, and we got almost one third of the class via LinkedIn. This has been the distribution from the very beginning of the program as far as gender. 70% are female and 31% or 30% are male. And this reflects what is happening in the area of health, medicine, global health, public health, etc. Is becoming an area in which more and more women are working on. And young men and fellow male mentors, this is the trend that will continue. And what that means is that the approach to global health and to health in general is going to change. And I think it's going to change for the better. Okay, because women are going to be in charge. As far as mentors, we try to keep a balance between male and female. We would like to have more women as mentors because some of the young women want to know how our mentors overcame some of the obstacles that women always find when they are in the labor market, in the work market. And as far as the distribution of young professionals and students is about the same, and 7% or sometimes 10% are both professionals who are going back to school to get another degree. As far as regions, we always have a predominance of people from sub-Saharan Africa, especially from Nigeria, big country in Africa. But we have from everywhere. We have tried to get people from Latin America and the Caribbean, and this year we succeeded, because usually we have very few. I am from Mexico, and even if we try, I don't know why they don't join our program, but we have been making special efforts to get more people from that region. And now, something important, about 50-60% come from health-related disciplines. What that means is that the rest come from areas that are not directly related to health. But that's what we need. People that approach health and development and environmental protection from different perspectives, different viewpoints, different interests, different skills, etc., etc. And again, each year we have about between 5 and 15% of mentees that ask to continue or who want to return to the program because they have a new need, for example, a new job, or they don't know what their next step in their lives is going to be. And as you would expect from an international program, our people, young people and mentors, speak more than 70 different languages. These are the ones this year, and that is always something that we are very proud of, And in some occasions, we ask somebody to translate the document instead of using Google. We ask somebody to help us with that. And this year we have two people who are proficient in basic sign language and also in Ethiopian Sign Language. And again, these are the areas or the interest of our mentees this year. And I will only refer to this. You can see public policy, leadership, biocoloniality, sustainable agriculture. We have had about 7 or 8 types of engineers in the program. We also have architects, we have zoologists. We accept talented people from any discipline. We have physicists, astronomers, etc., who are interested in our planet. Everybody. And your goals when you joined the program, most of you wanted to find your pathway and opportunities to follow that pathway. And of course, many people are looking for a job or to continue their academic education. Sometimes you may ask, why write a paper or thesis? Well, we have found out that people at universities many times don't get enough help in writing their thesis. Their tutors may be very, very busy or something may happen, so they need additional help, and we help with that. And of course, people would like to become more knowledgeable in a technical subject. I want to let you know that your mentor may not be an expert or even know much about your field of expertise. But you know what? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, because this is your opportunity to teach your mentor what you know. And your mentor can still help you to frame your knowledge and to focus on what you really want to focus in your career and your life. And sometimes if you need specialized help, your mentor or you contact me and we can refer you to a mentor who is an expert in that area, in the program or outside the program. The program is for you, okay? Please remember that. And again, we want to see you as a whole person, and this is what you value. And from the very beginning of the program, the first quality people say that they like is honesty. And of course, open-mindedness. All of these are not necessarily in order. And you have your counterpart in the characteristics that you dislike: dishonesty and arrogance, lack of empathy, close-mindedness, pessimism, self-centeredness, ignorance. What I like about this, and that you will always find, is that you people working in what you are working find more qualities than characteristics you dislike. So you are more optimistic and you believe in humankind. You believe on other people, that they are good. And then we ask you about your capacity to decide. And when some people cannot make a decision, they get a 0. Because we don't want you to say, oh, we convene an ethical committee. Well, why, if there's no ethical committee, oh, we will match the donor with the, okay, we assume that's the case here. But what we want you is for you to decide who shall live, and also taking into account that 3 people would die because of your decision. And you have the capacity to decide who is going to live and who is not going to live. And always, every year, people choose more people choose the 62-year-old scientist. But it's very interesting. We deliberately put a very beautiful 6-year-old girl. What if we have written a very ugly 6-year-old girl? Will that change? Will that change? We don't know. Perhaps we should add that, because it's, what would you kill? A butterfly or a cockroach? Okay. And this is another case. This is very common all over the world, that women get less for the same kind of job, the same kind of work. And here, this is only the third question. Who wins the argument when Anita goes to the owner of the factory and says, well, how come Muro earns so much more money than myself? We're doing the same job with the same quality. So the right question in a country where people don't have any labor regulations or rights is that the owner is the one who decides. But in some cases, people have a good argument in which both were the winners, and some cases in which they were very idealistic, as, oh, Anita can go to a lawyer. Well, what if she go to a lawyer? What does the lawyer know if there are no laws, if there are no regulations? So this is another way in which we test your ability to talk about these themes. And the other one, and this is really interesting for all of you, you think about abortion, same-sex marriage, and you may be for or against it. But we don't want you to think only from your perspective. We want you to think, what would other people say who are against my argument? And you know what? 28% of people say, now I understand that there are counter arguments to what I believe. And of course, the majority say, no, I didn't change my position. And 70% are not sure after they thought about the argument. So that doesn't mean that you are going to go against your principles and your values, but that means that you are going to be open to people who think differently than you, and you're going to respect their opinions. And here I stop, because all of you have received the mentorship guide, and these are the areas covered by the guide. And we hope that you have at least gone through some of the pages. And the way we are going to open the discussion is, I would like to show you one slide for some of these areas, and then you can make comments or questions about that. For example, this is what our mentors do when they are working with you. They transfer knowledge, they strengthen reasoning, they ignite your passion. Sometimes people say, oh, I was inspired by what my mentor told me. What are your options? They share their experience, but not only their professional experience. Many times I share with my mentees my own life experience, going to another country, for example, and adjusting to a different culture, speaking a different language, etc., etc. Then, how do you think? Are you a critical thinking, an analytical thinking? What are you, an executive thinking, a decision maker, etc.? And young women, I don't want to be sexist, but this is one of the comments that many young women make at the end of the mentorship. Because you have no idea how good you are. Or you may suspect that you are very good, but many times you don't accept it. And let me tell you something also for the young men. Of the people rejected, Very rarely you will reject a female prospective mentee. You're so good, so careful in what you write and how you write. Okay, and you don't believe that you are the big thing. You do it naturally, and I love that. Trigger action, uncover your talent. Not only discover, but uncover your talent. Give you directions, speed your understanding, and transmit wisdom. People are afraid of the word wisdom, but we all have wisdom. Combination of intelligence, common sense, and ability to know what's important in life. I don't know if there are any questions or any comments on this. But if not, I can continue, and then at the end, we can go back. And these are the types of mentorship. The prescriptive, your mentor guides and tells you everything. And this is a good method for teaching. And sometimes it works very well when the mentee doesn't have enough experience and needs somebody to really try to move the mentee in one direction. But the ones we use and your mentors use the most are the instrumental and the developmental mentorship, in which the mentee takes the main role in the sessions. And then I ask you to always come with an idea of what is it that you want to discuss. Okay, even if it's an organic, spontaneous session, always come with an idea. Okay, this is a doubt that I have, maybe different from what you thought the previous week, but it is important. So here we are trying to give flexibility to you and to your mentor. And they do that naturally. You do that naturally. Again, think about this for the questions and concerns that you may have. And in the program, we have tried all forms of mentoring, or at least all these forms of mentoring. Most people choose an informal type of mentoring, organic, spontaneous mentor-mentee interactions. But some people who are more interested in technical subjects, for example, have planned interactions. Next week, we are going to discuss epidemiological research, for example. Or you are going to tell me about your thesis. Boom. Very, very specific. We do also collaborative meeting, and you can have sequential mentors. I do that often. When I don't know about a subject, I refer that person to somebody who is an expert in tuberculosis or gender issues, etc. And they can have one session with another mentor. Group mentoring, this is very interesting. And it's not only one mentor with 2 or 3 mentees. Sometimes it's the other way around. 3 mentors or 2 mentors with 1 mentee. And then they tell me it's very interesting for them to watch the 2 mentors interact, because they learn also from that kind of interaction. And then you have peer mentoring, which you can do all the time. And again, I will not delve into this, but it's personal growth, especially know thyself, professional development, and these many people concentrate on that. How do I interview? How do I write a good resume, etc., etc. And the technical and scientific knowledge, again, will depend on what you want and what you need. And we have developed these 9 questions, which are related to our name, multipod, P of pathways, O of opportunities, and D of decisions. Our friend, mentor Alberto Concha is in the waiting room. Okay. And the 9 questions are: who am I? What am I? And what is my ikigai? You need to know all of this to have an idea of where you want to go. Opportunities, how do you know what you want? And how do you find and get what you want? And then your decisions. How do you choose? When? And how do I know this is it? Sometimes do you know? You don't know if you made the right decision until 6 months later. Sometimes you are disappointed. That happened to me after 32 years of waiting to join my organization. For 2 years, I was unhappy and doubtful. And then I loved it because I gave it some time. And I found my passion in international health. Again, these are the questions. And And this is the Ikigai, the intersection between your mission, why are you in this world, your vocation, that's your calling, your passion, what you love, what moves you, and of course, your profession. But many times your profession will have little to do with what you end up doing in your work. We have dentists who became experts in international development and abandoned completely clinical dentistry. So, and this may take you a long time to find all of this, but the sooner you find it, the better you are. My mission was given to me by my mother when I was 8 years old. Then I went into my profession and I became a physician, specialist in infectious diseases. I found my passion when I started working internationally. I loved it. I traveled to 50 countries, 2.5 million kilometers. And then at age 70, I found out that my true vocation had been to be a mentor all my life. And I didn't know I was a mentor until 20, 30 years ago. Somebody told me, oh, you were my mentor. Oh, okay. So it takes a long time, but you may find your Ikigai sooner than that, I hope. And it may change. I won't talk about the mentoring sessions because you will do that with your mentor. You will decide how to do it. And then we do evaluation. And this is one of the requirements. The first one is to have at least 10 sessions because it's difficult to have success if you have 3 sessions or 1 session. So that's why we ask you to, sometimes we ask to have 7, but if you have 10, your chances of success are much greater. And in early May, we do an initial assessment to see how your mentorship is going. If the coordination, the synchrony between time zones is okay, how is the technical aspects of your sessions? How are you connecting with your mentor? If you can talk freely, the chemistry is very important. It's like dating or speed dating. It may well be that you say, okay, well, the prognosis of the mentorship doesn't seem to be very good. So please let us know. Both your mentors and the mentees are mature enough to tell us if there's a problem, if there may be a problem. We have only had one time when there was a problem and we had to change the mentee and the mentor. And this is the way we evaluate, or should evaluate, the final result of your mentorship. And I start with finding pathways. We have achieved that when you have a clear idea to what you are going to do in the future. Maybe 1 year, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, or maybe when you are 80 years old. What would you have achieved? That was your getting a desired job when you get a job offer. Entering higher education where you are accepted. Publication when your document has been accepted. And of course, we measure your advancement. We don't take the initiated as an advancement. We take in progress, almost achieve, and achieve. Because we want you to achieve. Your success is your mentor success and the program success. And we're investing, and you're investing in yourself. And these are the results just for only almost achieved and achieved. Last year we had 7 sessions as the minimum, the threshold. And you can see the difference between those who had 7 and more and those who had 6 and less. And it's very clear that the more sessions you have, the better it goes. Until a limit, once you reach 15, sometimes you don't progress any longer until you get to 20, 25, or 30, because then you have a very close interaction with your mentor. And these are some pathways. The difference between 7 and more was significant. The same with job, and the same with academic. No, I'm sorry, not with academic or publications. Others could be different things about your personal life that you wanted to improve, a decision you have to make about going to another country, for example, or staying in your own country. And these are year by year, and you can see the good to excellent results in general. What the mentees qualify as success and what the mentors qualify by success, they are not matched, okay? But this is in general what the mentors thought about the success. Finally, this is not a one-way street. You know what you give your mentor, and you should know. Just imagine that a young person validates your life and your professional career. Just imagine somebody who gives you respect and admires not only what you have done, but who you are. Wow, that's the best gift you can give to your mentor. And you give it naturally when that's what's happening. Just imagine when we feel that we have been useful to you. You help us and you collaborate with us. Every time we have a new mentee, we learn something new. You are training us to become better mentors. New ideas, stimulus. At my age, Anaili is my brain. She reminds me I'm 80 years old. Who gives inspiration and enthusiasm, strength and energy, trust and confidence. And the most important thing, hope, and not only hope, but faith in the future. Because, my friends, you're going to be in charge. You are in charge of this century. Okay. I stop there. And open the floor. I'm going to stop sharing so that we can see you. Oh, Molly, you are here. And will it be possible not to see still photographs or black screens, if technically that's possible? Hey, Molly, so good to see you.
Hi, you too. I'm sorry I was late.
And who is the user of iPhone?
Hi, this is Shadma.
Okay. I see. I had an operation and I couldn't see too well.
No.
Now I can see you. Welcome. It's so good to see you.
Good to see you.
Okay. Amna and Alberto and Hugh. Okay. Well, it's open for any questions that you may have. And please introduce yourselves, even if you don't have a question, but whoever has a question, please ask a question or express any ideas or anything you want to clarify. And let me tell you, I congratulate anybody who talks, because this is the number one fear of everybody, to speak in public. So I commend anyone who dares to do that. And I ask my mentees, whenever they go to a meeting, a big meeting, a scientific meeting, please try to ask a question. And that is not only because of the question, but it's because it's not who you know, but who knows you. We want you to be known. It's not the same that you say, oh, I know the president of my country. What? The best thing is if the president knows who you are, or a big professor knows who you are. Okay, so I opened that for, oh, that's Leonardo, who is that? Yeah, okay. Sometimes I know the families of some of my mentees, and boyfriends, and even dogs many times. And it's a pleasure. No? I have been to one wedding, for example, and because she had a phone and showed me the guests, the wedding, and I met the groom and I approved, which is important. Okay. Sorry, Shadme, I don't know if you want to share, or Molly, or want to compliment anything about the mentorship. Shadme was a mentee, and now she's one of the mentors, and people keep coming back to her. Maybe she's good, I think, because they want to go back and return to her. Okay, Sadmi, I don't know if you want to say something.
Thank you so much. I would like to just say hi, but I am busy cooking for the kids dinner, and also trying to keep them.
Yeah, she has twins, a boy and a girl. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah,
too.
but maybe I can just say how also satisfied and happy I am with my mentee. Sorry, Leonardo, sige hej nu, faktisk. Vil du gerne sige hej til Fernando og alle de andre? Ja, nu har jeg. No?
Yeah.
So I think I'm not.
Where you are from and where you are right now.
Yeah, so now I'm in Copenhagen, Denmark, at the University of Copenhagen. And normally originally I'm from Turkey. And I had so much help and assistance in my time during in Multiport as a mentee. When I had Sue and Fernando, and I had so many times men jeg har set noget her. Sorry. Just a second.
That's what I told you. Well, I didn't tell you, but women have 3 lives, and we men, we have only one. So here you have an example. 3 lives at the same time. Okay. We cannot hear you.
Okay. Like, sorry. So he's not gonna leave me, but we're
Okay,
gonna.
So we let you go. You told us, Molly. I don't know if you want to say something.
No, I just want to say thank you. First of all, that it was a pleasure to be a mentee in the beginning, and then now I have the chance, and I have this brilliant young lady who seems satisfied and happy with what we are having in our sessions, and I think I find it most interesting when I, at the times when I don't believe that I have this, strength or like power within me, and that, as you say, just it's the acknowledgement or validation of what I have from my mentee is really amazing. It's yeah, but I can't. Sorry.
Okay. Thank you. And let me tell you, Sadme sings very, very well. She's very modest, but she has a beautiful voice. and sings very well. Molly, it's your turn.
Yeah, no, thank you. I love the program, and I love also that, each year I think there's a lot of feedback from mentees and mentors. And so there's always changes, but I just love the fact that, it's continual. And I like I really see it as a two-way thing, just emphasizing what you had said. There's years ago, in another mentor program, I was supposed the mentor, and now it's, many years have passed, and it's indiscernible, like mentor and mentee. And so for me, that's like the most rewarding aspect, is just like, kind of that shared, kind of exchange. And I don't know, I have nothing but positive things to say, but I'm not being very articulate right now. So I mean, thank you for, it's just, there's the mentees that I've worked with, have just been incredible, and there's a lot of enthusiasm. And also I think there's sort of it's sometimes unpredictable, like what people are dealing with is not maybe what they intended to discuss or approach, like, I think, as you said, there are like gender differences too in school or professional settings, and sometimes like that impacts how people are, feeling or approaching their work and their supervisors. And so just sharing like the exchange of experiences is like super beneficial, even if but it can go both ways. Again, just to emphasize that point, I really appreciate that about the program.
Thank you, Molly. Molly is one of the most sought after mentors, and I warn you, she can only accept one or two, because sometimes there are 10 who want her as their mentor. So, well, that was just an announcement. I would like now to ask Ana Maria Beklic from Serbia. She's a veteran, and we are delighted.
Yes.
She's been in the program probably the longest.
Yes.
So
Yes.
please tell us about your experience.
Yeah, hello everyone. Yeah, Fernando, I was like 3 years in a row as a mentee within multiple program. I think with the year 4 I can be a mentor, who knows? Maybe we can try in that pathway. I just want to, I don't know, to thank you for all the opportunities that I had during those 3 years, and to encourage the guys to maybe apply for Coalition for Global Health Innovation and Women in Global Health. Within Coalition, I was there like editorial coordinator. We were working on rising awareness on different kind of topics. So right now I'm focused on reproductive health, and who knows, I'm still with the contact with all of the mentors and mentees. And if you choose your mentor, it doesn't mean that you will need to be connected with only that person. So be brave and mingle yourself. It's a great opportunity for you.
Okay.
I think that's all.
Thank you. Okay, thank you, Ana Maria. Before I ask Alberto or Ellie to say a few words, I will call on some of our friends from Africa, and I can see Eniola, and I can see Hugh. Who would like to go first? Tell us about yourself a little bit.
Hello, everyone.
Okay.
My
Yeah.
name is Eniola Falani from Nigeria. I live in Nigeria. I'm from Nigeria and I live in Nigeria. I currently work as a program coordinator at Holistic Public Health. My work focuses on NCD education and preventive health here in Nigeria. And I'm happy and excited about being a part of this program. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Now, what about Okay, here we have you. Welcome.
Okay, thank you so much. Greetings to everyone. I'm Igumba from Cameroon, and I'm living in Cameroon. I'm really, really happy to meet you all here. Your presentations was really, really interesting, and I was founding myself. I was just saying, wow, thank you so much for this opportunity. It will be really a really big pleasure for me to be part of this program. I really appreciate. I think the person that just before the person from Nigeria, I think is Anna, the previous mentor. So I really like the way she was talking. So I was saying that okay, I think that in the next years I will be also I will come and maybe discuss like her since she has completed the she has completed the program. And when I think it's Molly that was talking, I think, I hope I'm not disclosing anything, but she was part of the people that I chose to be mentors. And the way she was speaking, I would say that's wonderful. So thank you so much.
Okay, now we know your
Thank you so
secrets. Okay, we know your secrets. Now, Diana Pakosova, can you tell us about yourself? Please.
Absolutely. Hello, everyone. I'm Diana. I was born in Slovakia, but I've been living in the Czech Republic for the past 6 years. Both a student and a young professional. I study international relations and diplomacy, but I work at the WHO country office.
Great, great.
I'm very happy to meet you all and very excited for the program.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Who else would like to introduce himself or herself?
Yeah, I think I can go next.
Okay. Yes, please, sir, Charlene.
Thank you. Hi, I think it's an honor to see everyone. I'm so excited because it's my first time being in a mentorship as opportunity. So I'm really excited. I don't know how that looks like, but I'm really excited for the next steps and how the journey will go. But aside from that, my background is in public health. I've done internships and my work experience are in public health. But more specifically, I have a project that works to understand the interconnectedness of climate change in public health. So it's an interesting project, and I look forward to receiving mentorship and guidance through this, and also grow in the field of global health and environmental issues. Other than that, I see a lot of mentors, and I'm really grateful for the opportunity, and I look forward to interact with other mentees.
Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, Charlene. Julieta, welcome.
Hi, everyone. My name is Julieta. I am born and raised here in the United States, but I have been going back and forth from the United States and Mexico from a very young age. I received my degree in global health here in Arizona State University. And currently, I work for a global health nonprofit organization where I recently transitioned in doing international work, which I'm very excited about. It's always the work that I've been wanting to do. And we focus on preventative health education, disease management, and treatment. We've also been expanding our work in community development. So that is definitely a new area for me. And overall, I am very excited to connect with you all. For us, it's still morning, but this morning, and I am just looking forward to this amazing opportunity, learning from you all and growing and strengthening my professional development. So thank you so much for this opportunity.
Wonderful, Julieta. Julieta lives an announcement. You know that Arizona was part of Mexico, as well as California.
Yes.
New Mexico, Texas, in the south of Wyoming, and the border between Mexico and the US. At my organization, we used to consider that as a country with 17 million people living there on both sides of the border. And the most important part is the most crossed border in the world. A few years back,
Yes.
there were several hundred of thousand people going both ways. I have friends who live in Mexico and work in the US and then went back. Similar to people working in Switzerland, going to France and coming back. So that was an announcement. So Julieta, I don't know for how many generations your family has been in Arizona, but I have friends in New Mexico and Texas who have been there for 300 years. So
Wow.
I don't know. Okay, so welcome. And then who else? I see
Thank you.
Eli and I see Alberto. And Ahmed. Okay, so please, Alberto and Eli, you go first.
Hi, everybody. So nice to meet you and congratulations for you mentees. We're really excited to see you and get to know you. I've just been doing this for about a year. I have a background in public health and in resource mobilization. And right now I work at the Institute for Public Health Innovation, where we're building a community health worker academy, and we're building giving technical assistance to many of the health departments around this area. I was born and raised here in the United States, and whatever I can do to help, including I was just texting with my mentee, my first mentee who was having some difficulty. So this is a great program, and we're delighted that you're a part of this. And Fernando has done, and Anela has done just a great job here. So we're honored to be your mentors.
Thank you, Eli. Alberto, and then we asked Ahmed. Alberto, we cannot hear you.
Y el micrófono.
Your microphone is not.
Okay, now.
Okay, now, perfect.
Got it? Thank you. Hello, everybody. I am Alberto Cochaiban, doctor in medicine and surgery from Cali, Colombia, and master in science in epidemiology from the London School of Hygiene and Tropical Medicine in London. I am now living in Colombia, but I worked at PAHO with Fernando for 11 years. That's when we met and became friends. And I've been in program of mentoring for about 4 years, but I retired from the mentor program for about 2 years because I was very busy here in my country in the years of the pandemic, and after that also other things. Now I'm back, and I'm very happy to tell you that I have had about 5 mentees, and I keep my friendship with some of them. Even the last one was a guy from England that now is going to the School of Medicine. And he told me that it's because the way I helped him in making a decision. The decision was his. It was not my decision. It was his decision to study medicine. But he said very friendly that I encouraged and pushed him to do it. And that was a very good point for me, how to deal, how to succeed with you guys when you ask some of us for any kind of guidance. So that's the way I'm ready to work again with any of you who decide to be my mentee. So I'm very happy to be back, Fernando, and thank you very much.
Thank you, Alberto. Let me tell you something about Alberto. Alberto and another colleague were considered the best at PAHO. And Alberto had his office here. Another guy, John, had his office here. My office was in the middle. So the two were the best, but I was in the middle. So when I say, oh, we are the three of the best, because I'm between them. So
it's a good joke.
Great. They were great. But I was in the middle. We are the three caballeros, no? The three
Yes, the gentlemen.
We are all so good. It was contagious,
Yeah.
being both sides,
Okay.
Alberto and John. Okay, thank you. And Alberto is coming back to us after some time. Okay, thank you. We need to hear from Ahmed.
Hi, good morning. So, I'm Ahmed Abu Shadi. I'm from Egypt. I'm a medical doctor and epidemiologist, and I'm currently working as a researcher in the US, WHO Collaborating Center on Surveillance of Antimicrobial Resistance. So, yeah, I'm currently on a layover on my way back home to Egypt for Ramadan. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to the program, and thank you very much for this great introduction.
Okay, thank you, Ahmed. We have had 2 Tahas in the program, and we have had about 8 people from your country, all of them brilliant, all of them brilliant. So we know what you are going to do in the program, and we are very, very happy to have you. We have Amna.
Hello.
Oh, hello.
Hi. Can you hear me? Yes. I would first like to thank everyone. Like, thank you for the great meeting and the discussion and everything, and for everyone introducing themselves. And my name is Amna. I'm from Pakistan, but I have lived in Middle East for most of my life. So like I grew up there and did my studies there as well. And I'm happy to join. Like this is my first time getting mentored and getting selected for such an opportunity, and I'm grateful to Mr. Zakaria for this opportunity, and I look forward to working with all of you.
Thank you very much, Amna. And we
Thank
were
you.
so happy when you joined the program, because you are the first one from Pakistan. I've been looking for somebody from Pakistan for 5 or 6 years, and we had a big hole in the map. So thank you for
Thank
being
you.
with us. I think it would be a good idea before everybody leaves to take a picture. Ana Maria and Charlene, can you come back? Okay. And Molly, I don't know if you can come back. Julieta, please don't.
Yes.
You are serious, all of you.
Smile, please. So just wait and remain or keep that position with your smile like for 3 seconds, so you can give me time to take the screenshot. Okay, so 1, 2. Thank you.
My friends, I am so envious and so jealous for your smiles, especially the colleagues from Africa. I don't know who your dentists are, but you have the most beautiful smiles that I can think of. Okay, so I will move to Africa in my next life. Okay, I will be in Nigeria and Cameroon next life. Okay, thank you very much. Oh, I wanted just to show you the calendar, what you should expect. There is only 1 minute, but you should expect the next 3 months. Okay, here you are. We are having the 3rd of the 4th webinars. It's the same webinar for everybody. And you have until the 14th to let us know who your prospective 3 mentors could be. Don't spend too much time. All of them are very good, and we will match you with the one that would be, in our opinion, the best for you. We're able to match you with one of your choices in at least 80–90% of the cases. So you will be okay. This is the time where we inform you about who is your mentor is going to be, and we ask the mentees to initiate the contact. And we also advise you that every time you finish or before you finish a session, try at least tentatively to program your next session, because otherwise everybody's so busy that you keep reaching the mentor and the mentor reaches you and you cannot coincide on a date. And then you start your mentorship, whatever you want. But we're going to have another webinar on the 18th and another on the 16th. And we'll let you know about the subject that we are going to deal with, probably technical subject or something that has to do with you or with some of the areas of global health, or something that would be useful for you professionally. And all the green is the time to have your sessions whenever you choose. But at the beginning of May, we're going to have the first evaluation, the monitoring session that I mentioned to you. And please, I ask you to please help us with that. It's really, really important for us. Our mentees, our young people, for some reason, not everybody responds to this request. And some years it has been only 70%. So I will ask you to please do help us with that. And that is what I wanted to show you. And the last one is to remind you of our main purpose: to build a more fair, safer, and healthier planet. And that, my friends, is your responsibility, your mandate, your task, and what you are going to do. And you are going to do it well. Okay. Thank you very much for staying more than the 1 hour, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you.
Take care. Bye-bye.
And
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Ali.